So whenever you guys are working remotely, you want to make sure that you are logging in through a Google browser. All right, so just Google browser and go ahead and sign in. And I'm going to sign in. I have my school account, and I have sort of an alter ego called MS Tech Ed Student. I'm going to sign in with my student account so it looks just like yours. And go ahead and click next. And now I'm in. So hopefully in some of your other classes, you have bookmarked this page that I'm about to bring up. I have links on pretty much all of my assignments that take you right to it. Launchpad.classlink.com/seals gets you to where you want to be. In here, it's one of the only logins that I can think of that you don't put the @seal-pa.org suffix on here. So for me, it's MS Tech Ed Student. If it was my teacher account, it would be Al Schwartz. For you guys, it would be your year of graduation, and then I think it's last first. So you don't be @seal-pa.org and your password. We're just going to go ahead and sign in. That gets us to this point right here. We have a brand new way that we're using now to log into Solidworks, and it makes it so much easier. So in the past, we used the remote application. That is going to disappear. The way that we're going to do it now is by going ahead and clicking here, just clicking Solidworks, and it is going to bring us into this thing called Cameyo. All right. And for you guys, I don't know if I'm going to get the screen or not, but a lot of times it'll pop up and it will ask you to put your Google login in. I've already logged in here before with it, so it's not requiring me to do that. But for you guys, you'll likely have to put your Google login in. So for me, it would be L Schwartz @seal-pa.org or MS Tech Ed Student @seal-pa.org. For you guys, it would be your username @seal-pa.org. And then the first time you open it, it takes a little bit of time. Now you can see it's going quicker, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Allow. And with a little bit of luck, this is going to load pretty quickly. So this is a much more expedited version of this. So the first time opening it, you're going to get this license that you have to click Accept. And click Accept. If you're logging in and this is not your first time, that won't show up. So you can see it's just adding all of the good stuff here. And it is pretty quick. If it goes for more than a couple more seconds here, oh, there we go. So we're in. At this point, we're in. And we can just close this. We don't need this at all. The beauty of this, the reason why this is so awesome is because if I go up here to open, you're going to see that it's already your Google Drive. So we don't have to jump through any hoops anymore at this point of finding anything from Google Drive. Everything is just there, but we won't necessarily need this for this step right now. So what I'm going to do is just hit cancel, and we're going to jump into our assignment. So we're going to do a brand new drawing. All right, so I'm just going to click new. Sorry, I'm going to click new. I'm going to do a new part. Notice you can't see OK. I've had a couple of kids say, I can't see the OK button, and I can't click it. There we go. I can't click it. But if I move this window up, it seems like it's not quite centered. I'm guessing the resolution on the monitor or the video card on the server is maybe different than our laptops, and that's why things are a little bit offset. But either way, I'm just going to do a new part. As we do with every drawing that we're going to do, we're just going to go to View, and we're going to go Hide and Show and Origins, and it's going to drop our origin in the middle of the screen. In the past, I had you guys go up here to set the units. We're going to do that again. Go to Document Properties and Units. I'm not going to have you change the numbers for now. I'm just going to let them as they are. I just want you guys to verify that IPS is there, and it is. And look, here's that issue that I've had kids email me like, I can't see the OK. Well, it's because it's down below there. If you drag this up a little bit, it's tough, but Maybe it's not down there. Either way, it is. You just can't get to it. It's doing it for me now too. So that's why I'm trying to have you guys skip this step. If you just see that that says IPS, inches pound second, just go ahead and click that. So I know we're in good shape. So our first step is we're going to draw that rectangle on the bottom. If you guys look at the original drawing, it's a 3-inch tall rectangle, and it's 4 inches wide by 7 inches long. So I'm going to go to Sketch. I'm going to go to Rectangle. I'm going to click on my top plane. I'm going to roll over my origin, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw this. I'm going to go back to Smart Dimension. This side here is going to be 4. This side here is going to be 7. And I'm going to go to Features, Extruded Boss Base, and make this blind and 3 inches tall. Just go ahead. You might have to hit the green check a second time. So I don't like to have a little tiny drawing here. I like to click Zoom to fit, and it allows me to see what's going on a little bit better. All right. Now, my next step, there's actually 2 rectangles. They're on either side, and the object is symmetrical, so the dimensions are the same on both sides. So it's 1.5 inches wide and it's 2 inches deep. So we're going to go to Sketch. We're going to do a corner rectangle. The plane that we're going to choose is this top plane. So we just click on it. I'm going to go over here into the top corner, and I'm going to roll down and draw myself a rectangle. And I'm going to do the same thing here on this side. So go ahead and click, roll down, and make sure that you're touching both ends. Otherwise, you end up with something weird. Remember, if you mess something up, if you're like, oh, I didn't like that, you can always go back to Edit, Undo, and it'll take you back a step at a time, just like in Photoshop, right? So so I accidentally clicked there. If I don't want that there, if I just hit the Escape key, that's going to disappear. All right, so Smart Dimension. This is, I can either do this or I can do this down here. So I'm going to choose this one up here. I'm going to make this 1.5. Same with this guy right here. 1.5. I'm just hitting the Enter key. You can hit the green check too as well. And now I'm going to Extrude Cut it 2 inches deep. So I'm going to go to Features, Extrude Cut, Blind, and 2 inches deep. There it is. So we're on our way. Notice how you have those blue rectangles sort of hovering there. If you just click out here in this negative space, they disappear. That's a Mr. Smith word, negative space. Anyway, the next step, we're going to do our rectangle that goes this way. So if I go to Sketch, I choose my rectangle. I'm going to click this top plane. I'm just going to roll in here. Try not to ever touch. If you look really close, that's a midpoint. You never want to start or end from a midpoint. So just move to the left or right of it. Just go ahead and draw yourself a rectangle. If you end it on the midpoint, or if you're not careful, it's going to be stuck and you're not going to be able to dimension it the way that you want to dimension it. So keep that in mind. There's my rectangle. I'm going to go to Smart Dimension. Up here is going to be 2 inches. From here to here is 1 inch. And the depth on this one, Features, Extruded Cut, we're going to make it blind and 0.5 inches. Let me hit that green check again. Now, next step, Sketch, right back to the first step, Sketch, choose the shape. This plane and this plane, it's the same plane, so it doesn't matter which one you click. Make sure you don't start or end on your midpoint, so just find it and move away. Make sure you don't end on your midpoint. It's in here somewhere. There it is. So just move away. And it's the same as the other one, basically, the same dimensions, just index 90 degrees. So 2 inches wide. The distance from here to here, and I'm clicking on both of those, by the way, is 1 inch. And the only difference on this one is instead of being 1/2 inch deep, this one we go to Features and Extruded Cut. This one is blind and 0.75 inches deep. There we go. To get rid of that blue hovering rectangle, just go ahead and click here. There's one final step, and it's our circle. So I'm going to go to Sketch, click the circle on this plane, go ahead and draw it. I'm going to smart dimension it. When you're doing a circle, you have to click the outer edge of it for the diameter. So the diameter on this is 1 inch. The distance from the center of the circle where I'm clicking to the bottom is also 1 inch. And the distance from the center from, come on. So it's not liking that. So I'm just going to go from here to the center of the circle. Same difference. That's 3.5 inches. And features, extruded cut, through all. Hit the green check. And now you have that perfect shape, all right? So you're basically done, except that you just have to save it and attach it. So I'm going to save this. All right, so it is now time to save drawing number 2, just like we've done all of our other drawings. File save as. We're going to click My G Drive. We're going to click Classroom. We're going to find your proper folder here. Open it up. And we're going to save this as first name, last name, drawing 2. I already have it in here. So when I click save, it'll ask me if I want to override it. I'll say yes. To turn it in, we're going to go back to here. If this is an assignment you recently completed, I'll show you the quick way to hand it in. Add or create, Google Drive. It knows that we have just been working on this one right here. If you want to look here in the list, you can see it a little better. So there's first name, last name, drawing number 2. And I'm going to go ahead and click Insert. I'm going to turn it in. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed drawing number 2. Have a great day.